Hello my dear students, welcome to our PPS video lecture series and I am Professor Bhumi Patel from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology. In our previous lecture, we are already started the third number unit and the different decision making statements like simple if else and nested if else is already completed. Only two will be remaining, that is else if ladder and switch statements that we will cover one by one in our next video. Today I am going to start with else if ladder theory and syntax and diagram with one simple example. Now the word here is what? Ladder, and you all guys aware of this word. The ladder means stage and it is performed step by steps. If you remember the previous theory, that is nested if else, in which we are doing what? In a if and else, again we have to write if else because the title is what? Nested. But here the theory is else if ladder, and ladder means stepwise, so you have to put condition one by one, and that is our syntax. So first here the syntax will be there. Let's understand first if, that is obviously the condition will be there, and after if now there is a word that is else if, and else space and then you have to write if. So according to this concept the title is given else if ladder. Now again in a else if we have to put the condition. If it is true then go inside that, and likewise that. Again you can use else if. So here the else if is number of times according to your requirements, clear? And there are so many conditions here, so just I am putting the number condition 1, condition 2 and likewise that. If the condition 1 will be true, same, then the statement 1 will be executed and directly goes to the next statement. In a else if the second condition will be there. If it is true then statement 2 will be executed and goes to the next statements. Likewise that the number of conditions will be executed one by one. That is called as a ladder. Now if any of the condition will be not matched, then we have to directly jump to the else part, and in a else the default statement will be executed. So this is the flow of one by one, that's why the name of given, that is a ladder. You have to remember these things. Now let's understand this syntax with a diagram. In a diagram the first is a condition, so we have to put just the diamond shape and it has two possibilities. The first is suppose true. So if it is condition 1 is true, then our statement number 1 is executed and move to the next statements. But if the condition 1 is false, then we have to check for a second condition again. If it is true condition 2, then we have to execute statement 2 and move to the next statement. Again the condition 2 will be false, then check for a third condition. If the condition 3 is true, then statement 3 will be executed, go to next statements. So there are number of conditions, so just I am putting condition number n when our condition 3 becomes false. If the condition n is true, then statement n will be executed and go to next statements. But suppose any of these condition will be not match, means all the conditions are false. In this case our else part will be executed and the default statement will be printed and move to the next statements. So this is the flow how our else if ladder work. Now understand with one simple program to check whether the given number is positive, negative or a 0. So as you all guys aware of the logic, the number which we call positive 5, negative -5, and obviously the 0 1 is there. So how you can check? For that first you have to apply your mind for a conditions, and which one is the condition first? Suppose the number is greater than 0, then it is like a positive number. If the number is less than 0, then it is a negative, and if the number equals 0, that indicates 0. So that type of logic we have to apply in which theory? In a else if ladder. So one by one you have to check the condition. So let's understand. First we have to include header files, and in a header files we have to write stdio.h. Then in a void main we have to write declaration of a input and output variables. Here only the just one input is there because we are checking for single variables. So just we are writing integer a. Now that number we have to scan from the user. So for that we have to print the message like enter number and read the data using scanf functions, that is %d only one time and then comma end of a. This is about the input only. Now apply our theory else if ladder. So first we have to write if, then else if, and last is else. So first if is there and the first condition is a greater than 0 for a positive number. So just if this condition is true, then we have to go inside that part and print the message like printf a is positive. If it is false, then you have to check for a second condition in a else if part, because that is our theory. So in a else if we have to write second condition, that is a less than 0. If it is true, then the simple print the message it is a negative number. And the third condition is what? A equal 0. So in a else if we have to put that condition, if it is true, the message is just like it is a 0. Clear? One thing you have to remember here, the double equal to sign must be, because it is a comparison, it is a relational operator, not a assignment operator. Clear? And if the number you have entered that is not greater than 0, less than 0 and equal to 0, in which case that will happen? Suppose you have entered character by mistake, then what happen? Our output is no. So for that we have to add else part, and in a default statements we have to write enter only numeric value. Clear? So this is about for else if ladder. How this program will work? Let's understand with simple output first. If you enter 10, then which condition becomes true? Obviously the first, a is greater than 0 and the message will be display a is positive. Second output, just I am entering number -5. In this case first condition becomes false, second condition will be true now. In this case the message is just like it is a negative number. Suppose I enter third output like enter number 0. In this case first becomes false, second also false, and the third condition a equals 0 will be matched. So the output is just like a is 0. And the last output is what? Suppose by mistake you are enter any character. Here I am taken the example first letter, that is capital A. What happen? All the conditions becomes false and the last part, else part, will be executed, and the default statement that here we are writing like enter only numeric value will be displayed. So I hope you guys understand this concept very well. Also we can do some practicals regarding this theory. Welcome to our practical session, and here I am making the program for printing the grade for the students using the following rules. Like if your percentage is greater than 80, then you have to print just distinction. If your percentage is greater than 60 and less than 80, in this case you have to find first class. Then if your percentage is above 50 and below 60, then you have to print second class. And the last condition is just like if your percentage is less than 50, then you are fail. So for that, which theory we have to apply right now? The else if ladder. And starting with the very first header files, we have to write, that is has include stdio.h. After header file we have to start our void main function, that is very compulsory, and in a void main we have to declare which variables? Only one, because here we are checking for only percentage, and percentage in a form of integer or float, obviously it is in a float. So take the variable float p, that is our input. Now that value of percentage we have to read from the user, so we have to just print the message using printf functions. So in a printf we have to write the message enter percentage. that value will be read from the user using scanf functions. So just write in a scanf %f must be recall the data type theory. Because of float data type we have to put %f and at the end of p. This is about the input part. Now apply the if else ladder. Means first we have to write if and condition. First condition is for a distinctions and that is what? P is greater than equal to 80. So just write P equals to greater than equal to 80. If it is true, then our answer is in a printf distinction. Clear? But suppose you are entering %60, then this condition will not match. So now we have to apply else if number of time as per our requirement. So after if, now just we have to put else then space if, and in the if we have to write the condition second, that is what? P greater than equal to 60 and P less than 80. Here there are two conditions, 80 and 60. So that two condition we can combine using our logical operator and that is double AND. So in the else if we have to print the message printf. Now our grade is what? When this condition is true, our grade is first class. So simply print first class. Now this else if is completed. Now you have to change for another condition. So again use else if, else space if. In a if the condition is which? Third one, P greater than equal to 50 and less than 60. So put that condition P greater than equal to 50 combined with a double and P less than 60. If this condition is true, then simply we have to print the message in a printf second class. And the last condition, that is what? The P less than 50. That you can directly write using else or in a else if. Here I am using in a else part. So directly you can write else, because if P is not greater than 80, P is not greater than 60, P is not greater than 50. So by obviously the last part will be executed. So simply I am using that condition in our else part. So in a else, just we are directly writing in a printf fail. So this is about the concept of else if ladder. Now execute this program. First compile. There is no error, so you can run this program. Now here you can see the message enter percentage, and suppose I enter the percentage 90.5 suppose, then what happened? The message is just like distinctions, because our first condition is true. At a time only one conditions will be checked. Now execute for another example. Suppose I enter the percentage like 55.2, then what happened? It print second class. And last we are executing for a fail. Suppose I enter the percentage 30.0, then in that case the last condition will be executed, that is fail. So this is about the else if ladder. I hope you guys understand this concept very well. Instead of else if, the another method we have that we will discuss in our next lectures. If you like this video, then thumbs up. If you think this video will help some of your friends, then do share this video with them. Also you can subscribe my channel, so when I upload new video you get a notifications. If you have any doubt, feel free contact me.